Hey guys, welcome to Sim Racing Paddock. I'm William Marsh, and we are kicking off a new racing series. This is going to be a series featuring the Scuderia Ferrari SF15T as raced by Ferrari in the 2015 Formula 1 season. 1 second, I'm still working on some of the kinks. I just started this new system, so getting everything put together, but we are doing a little bit of practice before the race actually starts. And I need to turn off assists. Okay. Hello, Slim Cheddar. How are you doing? Good to see you in the stream. Hold on. I accidentally forgot to turn on Restream Chat. Let me just do that real quick and get the chat window up and going. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, so as mentioned before, I just finished this new system build. So we essentially have to work out everything. All right, so let's go to practice. We have 17 minutes. Let's make sure we are set up. Hey, Bob International, how's it going? And thanks for watching. Hold on a second. Let me get display captured. But yeah, man, it's a pain getting all of this, a new system build up and running and everything. So thank you for joining in. We have 11 people registered for this race event. So if you're part of Sim Racing System right now, this race is starting in 15 minutes, provided you have all the content. So let's get a few practice laps in before we start, because we have about 10-12 minutes before we start. I believe they use the fast track configuration. And let's go back, turn off all the assists. The only reason these assists are on is because this is literally a new build. So these are literally the defaults. This is my first time booting Assetto Corsa on this new system. Slim Cheddar, I actually have tried F1 2017. I actually have tested it through live stream, and I enjoy it quite a bit. However, the frustrating thing is I actually got hit with copyright claims thanks to the loading screen, and it's irritating. Like, what can you do, really? But it's life. Got it worked out, though, or not worked out yet. I have a few disputes going out, and gonna try getting the content back to you. I'm planning on doing a review of it in a week or so. Sorry for the delay. My sister's getting married this weekend, so that's basically been my priority for about a week or so. But so far, things are going pretty well. Oh man, yeah. Wow, I am not used to this control configuration. New wheel from Fanatec. Are you talking about the direct drive? Okay. I don't really know much. All I know is really from the press release and what they've been saying, which is it's not part of the Clubsport. It's going to be kicking off a new elite product line from Fanatec. So there's also going to be more than one wheelbase. There's going to be the standard direct drive, which is sort of the entry level, which my guess is it's going to be about 13 Newton meters of torque. And then there is going to be the stronger models. They're going to be compatible with all the previous Fanatec Clubsport and CSL wheel rims, but there will also be more premium wheel rims. Then they're planning on rolling out different accessories such as pedals, shifters, things like that. So it's going to be their flagship line. So the CSL will be relegated to the entry level, and then the Clubsport will be their mid-level. That's essentially all I know right now. I would love to give you more information. I just unfortunately don't have it right now. Yeah, T300 RS, I have limited testing with it, but it's a pretty solid wheel. Man, I think I have force feedback cranked up too high. Ah, the beauty of default settings. But yeah, this should be a great race. I love this car. It's a blast to drive. But driving the Formula Hybrid, that third-party car that was developed simulating the 2017 car, it spoiled me. I'm just going to say that. Because after that, this just almost feels downright slow in comparison. And that's calling an F1, modern F1 car slow. Granted, I'm not the fastest driver around, but we'll see how this goes. Try VR? Yes, I have. I have quite a few VR videos on the channel that you can feel free to check out. My Oculus Rift is actually sitting right back there. Right here. With the GTR2 logo inside it. But, yeah, definitely is solid. I have my review on the channel as well that I recommend you check out. With the Rift, it's not the best for live streaming because you can't see the chat window through the not Nvidia. You can't see the chat window through the Oculus interface. You have to use OpenVR, and right now OpenVR in Assetto Corsa is kind of glitchy, kind of buggy. The aspect ratio is really warped, so it doesn't look good for the viewer. So for most of my streaming as of right now, I do it with a single monitor. Maybe triple monitor if I can get it to look good. But that is because with the way that we have it set up, it's just not good to stream with a virtual reality headset. You have a lot of bobbing, a lot of weaving, and you get a lot of complaints from people saying they feel nauseous because of it. And using triple monitors is okay, but then you lose a lot of the field of view to the user. So while single monitor stuff isn't the greatest for me, it's the best for the viewer. It gives them the closest experience to what they would use if the average consumer uses Assetto Corsa or any other racing title. That's toughy. I'd say it almost depends on the car. But usually I'm finding myself gravitating a little more towards virtual reality because the big thing with that is you get the depth perception. What I mentioned in my review is something that's completely understated is you are simulating two viewpoints, two focal points with virtual reality. So when you look at the monitor, when you look at a monitor, you only have one focal point. And that's equivalent to driving with an eye closed. But with virtual reality, you have the actual simulation of looking through two eyes. And that's how you're able to basically easily look past items. So, for example, in this car, you have the antenna sticking up right in the middle of the screen. You can't look past it at all. In virtual reality, you can, which is nice. Virtual reality definitely isn't perfect, but I enjoy quite a bit. Okay, it's 5:53 right now, so I'm going to finish up this lap, and then we can get into the race. I don't think we're going to be competing for the win, though. But we're going to have some fun. Yeah, I haven't actually tried it with Euro Truck Simulator yet. I haven't touched ETS in maybe like a year or so. So I think I want to get back into that. I might just do goofy, unwinding live stream maybe after like getting home from Southern California, because that's going to be kind of relieving stress after my sister's wedding. But yeah, I think that could be fun. Okay. Sound only in left ear. Oh shoot. Let me check and see what that can fix. Yeah, I think it's partly because I just did a new system build and that might be configured that way. So let me see what I can do to fix. Sorry about that, no wash. So, sim racing system, 18 drivers, great turnout. Hold on. So let's go to display capture. Playback devices. I believe. Check. Is that better? Is that better, Noash? Is that better? Just changed it to one channel audio. You should be hearing in both ears now. Okay, we got that resolved. Thank you for the notification. As mentioned before, I just did this new system build to accommodate with my Stormtrooper. I also built this black system. So this black system is my Ryzen right now. It's my Ryzen system. I currently have, it's the Ryzen 7 1800X with the, wait, hold on, did I? It's the Ryzen 7 1800X with the GTX 1080, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and that is overkill for sim racing, especially with the processor. But my main reason for it is because I also do a lot of media editing. I do a lot of video editing for you guys. I do live streaming, which can be heavy on the CPU. So that is why I have such a powerful system. My other system is the i7 7700X, and I swap my 1080 in and out of that. And I'm planning on doing a video highlighting the two different builds. So, like, what applications is the Ryzen better? What application is the Intel better? So, I recommend that you stay tuned for that. It is getting pushed back a little bit because my sister's wedding, but we are going to have that likely in a couple weeks or so. Yeah, Olbucho1, I'll do a quick crash course for sim racing system later. I'll whip something together for you guys, because you're not the first person to ask me that, and it can be a little confusing if you don't know how. Okay. Yeah, Jamal. I have I believe it's 3200 megahertz RAM in my Ryzen system. It's at stock clock right now because, or it's at this motherboard stock right now because I just haven't had the time to experiment with the clock. And as of right now, Ryzen is notoriously finicky when it comes to overclocking. So I'm also installing a Corsair H100i water cooling system, and I'm planning on doing that maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I just, oh man, this week's gonna be busy because I also have to change some oil in my car before I go to SoCal. So it's like, whew. Crazy stuff. Am I right? But yeah, RAM compatibility. I made sure to purchase RAM that was on the QVL, and I still had trouble. Both RAM packs I have work as stated, are not as stated, but are featured in the QVL, and I couldn't get it working properly. So I don't know. I might have to teach myself some more stuff about voltages and whatnot, but for now, it's working. That's what matters. And I'm getting decent performance. So I'm happy. And I know the Ryzen has slightly less in terms of frames per second compared to the Intel for gaming. But oh man, it makes up for it big time in terms of the production. But yeah, I also have a GTX 970 that I essentially use in my off system. So the one that doesn't have the 1080, I put a 970 in, and oh man, it works, but oh, that 1080, it's just so smooth. Okay, I'm gonna try turning down force feedback a little bit. Oh, black screen, sorry. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Sorry about that. So many things to juggle when you're live streaming, am I right? So right now, you should be able to read it in the description. I am using the Fanatec Clubsport wheel V2.5 with the Formula Rim. And on the Formula Rim, I have the CreoSim magnetic paddle shifter, which actually is a lot of fun to use. Very tactile, and I have not missed a shift yet since using these, which is very nice. Yeah, it can be stressful at times to live stream, especially setting it up, but once I actually get into the live stream, I just feel like get in with the flow, have some fun, and share it with friends. That's what matters. So I'm just turning down my force feedback. I turned it down to 75. Yep, a little more responsive. Noash, I'd say if you have something like an i3, you'd want to upgrade the CPU. If you have an i5 or above, you should be okay. Or a modern i5 or above. But I think, in my opinion, the minimum GPU you need... I saw that guy coming out, that's why I cut the corner. But the minimum GPU you need is around a 970. So you need like a GTX 970 for acceptable VR performance, but in my thoughts, a 1060 6 gig or a 1070 would be better. That's my 2 cents on the matter, especially since the Ethereum mining is starting to crumble down a bit. So we're about to get into qualifying, which should be fun. Whee! Burning some rubber! Whoa! Can't save that. Goofing off right now. Practice is over. Bring on the qualifying! So I do have look right and look left mapped. So we're also going to be able to see behind us. Whee! Sheesh. You would think that it would be a little... okay, here we go. Qualifying. Let's see how we do. Because we can, let's go with super softs. I haven't tried 200 on the Oculus Rift. Yeah, I haven't done much in the way of super sampling. So let's see if super soft tires gives us any benefit. Not pushing too hard onto my outlap. Yeah, iRacing super sampling does make a huge difference because, like it or not, even though it is DirectX 11 and there's all these enhancements, the core engine originated in, say, the late 90s, and it's just seen revisions, so it does look kind of dated. That doesn't mean it looks bad, it just looks kind of dated. So super sampling, I bet, could make a huge difference. Trying to not scrub too much. I want to get the heat in, but I don't want to scrub the tires before my before my hot lap. Let's build up a gap. And away we go! And someone spun on the front straight. 2 cars spun in the final corner. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Dang it, I got a little too greedy there. Little too greedy. Next lap, next lap. So now my lap's invalid. Let's take it easy. Because we don't want to put too much heat in tires. We're running super softs. Let him by. No one behind us. I'm just taking these. No wash. Yeah, there's that video I put out a while ago. Am I getting already bored of Dirt 4? And I haven't touched it too much since. I've actually done Dirt Rally and Richard Burns Rally recently, more than Dirt 4. Okay, this chicane is going to be interesting for laps. Overcooked the first corner. There we go. Good exit. And in DRS zone, so Dang, he's getting good drive off this time. Full throttle, okay. Let's see what we can do. A little late there. Second fastest. Okay, I think that's pretty good. DRS. But 6 seconds, jeez. I don't know if I can make up 6 seconds. I'm pushing hard. Let's go to battery charging. Actually, no, motor. He's wide. I cut off a second off my time. Hey, Sim Enthusiast, good to see you in the stream. Right now we are working on practicing. You're in the race? Okay. Nice to see. Well, yeah, second fastest time of qualifying so far. Okay. Whoa! Oh, and I died. I hit the grass and I died. DED, dead. Okay, so let's take a look. I don't even know if there's a way I can gain any more time. That's just... Oh yeah, I can't even look at my replay. But yeah, so... Select opponent, select the record. It's not letting me... But yeah, I mean... I can't gauge off it, but... Hey, Apex Shaver! Awesome to see you return to the stream. Oh, yeah, Jamal, that would have murdered my hands. But yeah, good to see you in here, Apex Shaver. So this is a 20-minute race, so it's a shorter race. Dang, I just got... Second place got taken from me. So, sort of unofficial rival here. Jaime Santos, he kind of hates me, I think, once or twice. Because there was an altercation or two when I was racing in the 787B series at Spa, where he felt that I came into him, and he was like, dude, you're not supposed to even be racing in this bleeping series. This is meant for good racers. And I'm like, do you know who's hosting this series? And you could see he came over, like, left a car length or two. So I think he's still mad at me Or he might still be mad, I don't know. But, hey, he's currently 13th quick, and I am 4th. Marcelo. Dang. I think possibly they're running low downforce, maybe? But yeah, so I think 20 minutes, super softs are going to fall off hard. So I'm thinking I should go with slicks or like slick soft or slick medium. Any suggestion, guys? Mediums or soft for a 20-minute race. And 20-minute means roughly 10, 11 laps. I'm thinking I'm going to go with soft. I think that's just what I feel most comfortable with. Mediums? You sure about that, Jamal? I tend to be kind of conservative with my tires, too. I think 14... let's go with 13... Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, 40 liters... I'm going to go with 42 liters to be safe. Okay. This should be an interesting race because we already saw that some people were... balanced high, okay. Yeah, don't lock the brakes. I'm going to drop the wing a degree. Yeah. Okay. Let's try having a good, clean race, guys. We're in 5th, starting off with soft tires. Everyone else is on mediums. Ahead of me, there's... Wow! Wow! I'm already dead. What? And my screen's unplugged. I'm looking at my stream. Okay. Well, that hurt. I had nowhere to go there. And guy behind me is dead. Oh, missed him. Sorry if I'm getting a little loud, but this is interesting racing. Another spin, 2-car wreck. Oh, I tried missing him. Wow. Okay, that's severe damage to my car. I mean, seriously? Okay, here's how I had to steer for my car to track straight now. Wow. I just got bumped. Seriously? That hurt. I'm gonna do a quick pit stop. Yeah, I think pit stop, repair the car, gives me open air to drive. Because I don't think I can drive with my steering wheel like this. To track straight. You can see on the damage indicator my left front is pretty trash. So, let's do a quick pit stop. Let's not change the body, suspension, and engine. Okay. This is going to be a quick stop. Because repairs are what matters. I do not have any news about WRC7, unfortunately. Sorry. Why am I driving like a... Don't read while talking. No damage to suspension, but that wing... Whoa! Don't read while talking, guys. Magzire, this is your warning. More foul language like that, and I am going to remove you from this stream. I'm not going to tolerate that. So we're in 14th. We passed a car, so that means we're in 13th now. With a damaged front suspension, so we're limping right now. Okay, you were warned. Okay, so multitasking for the win. Driving an F1 car while blocking someone. Fun stuff. Hey, I had a hand free so I could use the mouse. Driving an F1 car while using a mouse and blocking someone from the stream. Fun stuff. So 16th place right now. Let's see where we... I have to brake now. Used to be able to take that wide open. But I think if we keep a clean race going, then we might be able to find our way to a top 10. Tiny lockup. Yeah, there's always those kinds of people. Like, that's life. And yeah, it is unexplainable. Where my mindset is, why do people get such enjoyment out or over trying to bash people down? And that's just unfathomable. Sorry, it's just unfathomable to me. So we're up to 15th now, because I think one car he dropped out. Hello, Dr. 1985. Welcome to stream. So we're about 22 seconds behind 4th place, and wow. You just lose all downforce for braking with a damaged front wing. But it seems like for the most part, these guys are, they are actually taming out. Sim Racing System does not have a license class system. It's basically just join whatever series you want, and so on. So, GTR 3, I don't really have any information that is already out, or that isn't already out in the open. I did talk a little bit with some of the uppers at Sector 3 and how I talked with them a little bit about GTR 3. So hopefully in the near future I'm going to have a interview with them, which could be exciting. So I'm going to be possibly interviewing someone from Simbin, possibly someone from Sector 3, and the two of them are working together on GTR 3 of sorts. And apparently, they do have the funding for GTR 3. That's what they told me. And that is going to lead to that development team. So I think with that development team of Simbin and Sector 3, they're saying possibly, I think early 2018 is when that might, or when stuff might come. Yeah, the idea of the YouTubers race is still standing. I am talking with people. I think Random Call Sign's interested, Gamer Muscle, Jimmy Broadbent, Empty Box said no. I don't think I feel comfortable inviting ISR, given my past with them. I think Sean Cole, the Simpit, he's expressed interest as well. Yeah, I'm really hoping GTR 3 is next year. It sounds like according to plans they have, it is going to be 2018, which is understandable. We're up to 14th. Wow, he did not give me much room. I was literally on the rumble strip. Matt Malone, I could definitely talk to him. I don't think I've ever actually met him. El Bucho 1, long story short, I worked for Inside Sim Racing. I was their head rider in 2014. Darren wanted me to become his successor. I said no. Him and I fell out. I quit. He hired John. That's the long story short of ISR. So, essentially, like, throughout the past couple of years, he's taken his time to insult me at times, both privately and publicly, even in his farewell show. So, it's just, that hurts, and I've tried to hold Darren in respect, but it's just a tough situation when he just takes his time out of his day at times to just outright attack me. Yeah, I still remember when I got GTR 2. It was this combo pack that was at GameStop, or back when it used to be called EB Games. And I essentially, I had a, I was like 15, 16 or so, and it was $20 for the combo pack of the two, and it's like, okay, I'll get it. And I didn't know that I would get hooked on that. But yeah, Jamal, I know Darren isn't there, and I've talked with John, and he still has some hostile feelings towards me. And some of it is partially deserved, I think, to an extent. Where I was once talking with Austin Oganowski, and I talked a little bit about what Inside Sim Racing made financially. Austin turned around and turned it into this big article. Darren completely blew up at me, calling me words that I would never say on my own channel. He called me the C word. He called me snake, weasel. And he was like, oh, you and Austin should move in together. You'd make a perfect couple. And it's like, seriously? And then after that, John Sable blocked me on Facebook. I've never actually met Billy Strange, but John, he blocked me on Facebook. I saw John in, I believe it was March, at the Codemasters press event for Dirt 4. And John, he basically flat out said, dude, why'd you share that information with pretend race cars? I mean, that was, pardon my French, he was like, that was a real dick move. And I think that will be the only time you'll ever hear me swear on this channel. But it was like, it was a situation where I felt emotionally hurt by what Darren did to me. And I just essentially was like, well, I told him, I flat out told John, I let my emotions get the best out of me in that situation, and I was really hurt by what Darren did in the past, and I know two wrongs don't make it right. I'm sorry. And that's what I said, and he seemed really cold towards me the rest of that day as I locked up my right front tire. And he then, on Darren's farewell show, which I did watch, I decided to just do a quick blurb saying, hey, I know we haven't had the best relationship the past couple years. I'm sorry. And I said, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. I just tried saying a kind-hearted message. And then at around the 50-minute mark in the live stream, Darren was like, oh, by the way, speaking of former people, I saw a message from William Marsh. And then John turned around and said, oh yeah, our favorite, while rolling his eyes. And it was like, seriously? This show was meant to celebrate 10 years of a sim racing icon and him essentially moving on to the next chapter of his life. That it was meant to commemorate him, and then just to take that amount of time to take a pot shot at me, it's like, A, I felt kind of honored they acknowledged me, but B, it was like, are you serious? Because in an alternate reality, I would have been running Inside Sim Racing right now. But it was something where I just didn't really feel comfortable with Darren's business practices. I didn't really feel comfortable with what he was asking of me to do. And I was like, I flat out told him. Then I said, he wanted me to move in September. Basically, the day that Matt Orr incident happened, he just, he came in and was like, him and I were talking, he was like, oh yeah, by the way, I want you to move to Washington now and work for me and take over the show. And I'm like, wait, what? And I seriously considered the offer. I thought that I would be able to try to help it make Inside Sim Racing back to be more community oriented. And then, as it was getting closer to me scouting out locations, me possibly moving, that started unraveling, where he was like, I don't want you to change anything in this show. I just want you to keep the same segments. It would just be your face on camera, not on mine, and we can go from there. And I'm like, if you're not looking forward, you're looking back. And that, I don't think, would have been the smartest move. So we had our creative differences, and that led to the reason why I left. But yeah, okay, let's start getting away from this Debbie Downer topic. And okay, so yeah, this race definitely did not go according to plan. Hey, Sean, thanks for that comment. It means a lot. And it's definitely an interesting thing, because right now Sim Racing Paddock is still really small. And it's like, while it does help keep me afloat in some ways, it's largely a labor of love. It's largely this element where I am just taking my time, and I'm planning on starting some other side businesses. Like, I might start another channel just talking about general tech and generic gaming stuff. So similar to Review Tech USA, just minus the swearing. That's my thought. And yeah, just see how it goes. And my thought is that we can, if I can generate some income through other means, because the sim racing niche is definitely small, and it can get tricky to establish your name and establish like sponsorship and stuff. So my thought is, oh, maybe if I do something else that also helps gain money, where it's like work 2, maybe 3 jobs, and keep this going, and can see if I can grow SRP with that. Thanks, Marfran. Yeah, and it was tough because, essentially, Roel, what was happening was I wasn't wanting to, like, add new stuff. I was wanting to bring back the old. For example, I was wanting to, talk about, like, bringing back the Sim Rig of the Week. And Darren was like, well, we might be selling Inside Sim Racing to Play Seat, so if that happens, we're not going to be covering any more, like, sim racing rigs. I'm like, seriously? And then I was wanting to talk about, like, I had that thing going, like, Throwback Thursday, and I wanted to convert that into videos. And he was like, I'm not sure about that. That's not going to really bring in much in the way of traffic. So Darren's mindset was purely business. He wanted to purely bring in what would give us, or give him, the most traffic, the most money. If he had his way, he would have done 20 Dirt 4 videos, because those videos would have brought in quite a bit of traffic. I hate to say it this way, but he was not, as you guys would call, a sim racing purist. He just wanted to do what would give him the most money. And I mean, there needs to be a bit of a balance between the commercial and the community, and I'm trying to find that balance, but definitely tough, because as of right now, I'm like 1.5 person. I had myself like doing the blog writing, the videos. Patrick Barrett, he did his first video for the channel recently. He might also provide some content from the Sim Racing Expo at the Nordschleife, so that'll be exciting. But as of right now, it's largely me, myself, and I. So it's doing that, and I need to try to figure out a way to institute some checks and balance so I don't let things get to my head. So this race did not go well. 12th place. Ouch. And, oh man, that was just largely because I couldn't miss a wreck. Because that guy he ran into me in that first turn, like, before the first turn. That was just a hot mess. But yeah, let's see if there's anything else going on online. I might have room in me for one more race. Yeah, I would love to hire out some help, except the struggle is that I don't really have any money. That's the problem. I barely have enough to keep myself afloat, and then seeing where to go. And that's why I'm saying I might start some alternative channels with other content, so I can try to make more money to A, keep myself more afloat, and B, to try to at least get people involved. I have a few friends that are saying like they're interested in helping out, like more labor of love than really like being involved. Yeah, that's the tricky part. Sim Racing System 5. Was that what we just drove? Okay, that server's down now. Yeah, Sim Enthusiast, that was a tough race. I got hit in the first turn, or not the first turn. I got hit before the first turn. My car was trashed even before it rose. So that, and essentially ended my race early. I limped my way down to 12th place. That just hurt a lot. So let's just do a fun race. And actually, do you have to request booking in this? That sucks. Yeah, Spinner's on takeoff. Hey, C-Stag, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining the stream. Maldonado at the start. Gotta love it when that happens. Another spa race. I was hoping that we'd have better people with the with Sim Racing System, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. And the Mugello Pedal to the Metal server is full up. That stinks. This looks like it might have some room, so let's see. Let's just do GT2 Ferrari with Spa. That should be fun. So I'm likely not going to have much content in the way of videos this week and other content, because as mentioned before, I am going to be going to Southern California for my sister's wedding. So I might have this, I might do one more video or so, but apart from that, I am likely not going to have much in the way of content for this week. Next week, I should have more content. I'll be back on track. Let's swap out the rim. Okay, rim is swapped. Yeah, it's going to be exciting seeing my sister getting married. She's getting married to a great guy named Robert. He's a photographer, and I like photography as well, so it's fun sometimes doing photography stuff with him once he's visiting. Let me move up my essentials bar. Sorry, I just bumped the mic. Cold tires! And I know I'm running in kilometers an hour, even though I'm American. I just am doing it because this was literally my first boot of Assetto Corsa since finishing my new system build. Oh man, cold tires. I need to brake harder. Well, let's see if we can redeem ourselves after that lackluster race. Yeah, actually for my, it was the Fanatec CSL Elite wheelbase review, the one I did in October of the Xbox One version. It was actually pictures from my, it was from my sister's fiance. He took pictures of the wheel for my review, which was nice. I like the higher numbers. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I mean, I could say, yeah, I'm doing 100 on the freeway. All I just have to say is kilometers, not miles an hour. Whoa, whoa. Wide. Yeah, those were great pictures. He uses a, I want to say it's a Nikon D7100 or something like that. And I'm a Canon guy myself, but I gotta admit, those shots were clean. But ultimately, when it comes to cameras, it's more important, I think, on the glass, like the lenses, than the camera itself, for most situations. The camera body is great for, like, low light performance, things like that. That's what the body determines. And also megapixels. Beamer. There we go. Not the fastest, but decent. And the unfortunate thing is we're in a German server, so our ping is pretty high. If you look on the top right corner, it says 184 ping. Lock up and overshot the corner. One of the minor complaints I have with the Assetto Corsa is it has some weird issues with low speed corners. I talked with David Dominguez. He is a developer for some of the mods in Assetto Corsa, such as the Formula RSS2 and the Formula Hybrid. And he said, yeah, the sim definitely has some issues with stiff bodies. So that is sometimes why you get some weird performance in race cars and corners. Wow! I was as far left as I could go. Come on. Does ping affect lap time? Not really. Ping is more likely to affect racing close wheel to wheel with another car. Because ping, theoretically, is having two cars or two drivers connect to the same server. So each of us are driving our own version of Spa. And those two versions are sent to the server. And then the server determines where each car is relative to the other car. If you have a higher ping, that means higher response time and more unpredictability. Sean, right now I'm not using any shakers. I have a Butt Kicker Gamer 2 that's sitting around. I am working on trying to get an external sound card to be able to get the most out of it, but right now I am not actively using it. That moment when the Ferrari has a downforce setup that is clearly suited for Spa. But yeah, I think as things go on, I'm planning on doing some other titles, highlighting, and some aren't definitely going to be the hardcore sim. Some are going to be hardcore sims, but I think it'd be fun to just highlight other racing games in general, sort of like how I'm doing with the Sim Racing History series. So, for example, in an earlier live stream, I highlighted GTR 2, which is a true classic racing simulation title, and I think is one of the highlights, considering it had the championship mode, it had the pickup races, it had decent AI, it had a driving school, things like that, and it felt remarkably full-fledged and in-depth. So that was a fun title to highlight in a live stream. And I've also highlighted some from my childhood, such as Andretti Racing. I did one highlighting Monster Truck Madness 2, which is not a simulation, but it's a fun game. Man, that front wing really does murder you. So let's see what I can do to tweak the car a bit. So it's a tricky thing because I'm not getting to downforce in the corners. I don't know if that's tires, aero, or damage. Let's see. Let's drop that to a 1, I think. And then rear wing. I think we can make the car a little more lively. I think we can handle that. And let's take a look. Traction control, let's bump it down to 2. So I just want to see how this does in the first and maybe second sector. GT Legends, another great title. A lot of the Simbin made titles were great. Even Race 07, which some people didn't really like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the WTCC racing. It had a lot of close action. Ghost Rider is in the house. Whoa, still understeery. But I think that's more down to cold tires. But man, cold tires at Spa. Gonna be fun. I bet shortening the gears might help a little too, but I... Whoa! Whoa! What the flip? I don't even know what. That's just one of the things that make you go like, what the heck is he thinking? Because you saw what that guy did back there. This is like driving through an acorn orchard, full of nuts. Okay, yeah, these setup adjustments, they are helping a bit. Still some understeer. Maybe softening the front springs might help a bit. So yeah, we're gonna come up to the race, so should be interesting. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Should be an interesting experience. But first, let's take a look. Excuse me. Let's give that a go. Gears. I think that'll work for us. We'll see. I'm not sure if we're going to hit the rev limiter at the top, but this is worth a try. Let's get the pedal overview for you here. Not the leaderboard. Yeah, let's get some info for you. Laps. Okay, there we go. So 10 lap race around Spa. Should be fun. Yeah, cold tires might be slightly overdone. I'm not certain. Two light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 light, 6 light. Go! BMW Z4 in the wall, and we avoided him. Don't lock up the tire in the first corner. Corvette. Big wreck, big wreck. And we avoided it. Okay, that's good, that's good. That's a big pile up behind us. We survived. That's what matters. Wow! Wow, that was a big dive bomb, man. Hashtag public server racing. There we go. We made our move. He went way wide there. I still saw that Corvette in the rear view monitor. He's still just going way wide. Yeah, Albucho, I agree with that. That's why I'm excited to see what titles such as Race Room, R Factor 2 are doing. Because they're planning on implementing their own rating-based systems. And then even Project Cars 2, they're planning on having their own rating system. And sure, Project Cars 2 isn't the most realistic, but hey, neither is iRacing. I don't know if I can close in on these guys. Little oversteer there. I would not mind getting a top 5 in this race. Philip, F1 race was a nightmare. I had my car destroyed even before hitting a roost. My car was destroyed even before that point. But I qualified, I think, 5th. So I had a solid qualification, just the race did not go according to plan. You can rewind the stream and see for yourself what happened. GT Sport, I believe, is doing a rating system as well. Wow, that BMW. Jeez, that straight line speed. I might just freaking got passed by a GT3 car. Do I play any shooters? Not as much as I used to. I do sometimes have the urge to play like Overwatch or maybe Call of Duty online at times, but sometimes I also do Counter-Strike, but I haven't done much lately. As mentioned, I might start a side channel of sorts where it would be similar to Review Tech USA, where I would commentate over random stuff while doing gameplay footage in the background. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, Philip, there was like 5 people who spun off the line, and that was chaos. Battlefield 1 must play multiplayer. Okay. Thank you for the recommendation. So for those of you who don't know, Philip Gonzalez, it was his idea to do the Ferrari SF15T in my championship. So I worked with him to get it all set up and going, so you can blame him for the poor start. But in all seriousness, I'm joking. I'm excited to see what's going to be happening. Well, you practically begged me to do it, Philip. Just saying. LMP1. Well, LMP1 should be okay. They're not open wheel. But if it was true multi-class, that would be scary. What do you mean I got his beak wet? Slightly confused right now, but okay. I'm catching up to this BMW, I think, the M3 GT2. Wow, we're only on lap 4. Dang, this is a long race. It feels longer. Well, this actually was in the works even before the F1 2017 stuff. I've been talking with him about it for like maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month or so. Cool. Cool. So, a BMW Z4 GT3 is getting a 217 at Spa. Yeah, it's an interesting car to learn. Because it's so... high downforce cars in general are so different to drive than, say, a road car or even a lower speed car. Because you have to brake hard at your top speed and then bleed off the brake or else you're going to lock them up. Getting past. Little lock up there. Some side-by-side racing, boys. Oh, spin ahead. Phil, you wish. So, a BMW Z4 GT3 is 7 seconds faster? Seriously? I don't know how I feel about that. And that BMW M2 spun. Wow, I was... wow. Rubbin's racing, boys, but man, that was a boneheaded move from that guy. Because I had that run and I was almost ahead of him when he came down into me. Diamond USB external from Fry's. I might have to take a look at that. My local Fry's is about an hour away, though. Oh, that guy ran wide. This is pretty good racing, though, guys. I gotta say that. Wow, I overcooked it. I had to take that penalty. That hurt. The guy behind me is going to have the slip screen, I think. Slip stream. And I didn't really have much to do there. I tried keeping off him, but he came into me and that sent my car unbalanced. That's why I had all that understeer. I really hope this isn't a mina rating server. At least you're getting some exciting racing, guys, I think. Hopefully I have enough fuel. I didn't change my fuel level. So this was just baseline. Oh, slings. Ouch, man. Wow, made some room. Made some... Alright, Atanas Dimitrov, you actually missed the race. The race ended up not going well. I got hit by a guy who spun off the start, which kind of stunk, but that's life, and now we're just doing some fun pickup racing. But you can rewind the stream if you want to catch the race, but it wasn't too exciting because I essentially got rammed in the first, or before the first corner. And then I got hit again in the first lap, totally destroyed my suspension. Oh, he must have gotten the penalty. Yes, sim enthusiast, I do iRacing. I have a iRacing stream up, right? Or not stream up, but there's an iRacing stream on the channel I did a few days ago. The trolling Sean Cole? Question mark 1. This is an open session, Atanas Dimitrov. Oh, car spun. Most likely a lapper. Very lively car. I just realized everyone around me, like the guy in front and guy behind, is using soft. Like at least 2 of the guys behind me are using soft tires. I'm on medium. So that's why they're faster into corners. Oh, there's contact behind me. One Ferrari just dumped the other. Trying a defensive line. Shutter graphics for the stream? I think so. Wow! 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 That was the most blatant punt I have ever seen. He hits me, then he rams me. Wow! Wow! I'm at a loss for words right now. I didn't know Jimmy Broadbent's in the server. I thought he'd be asleep by now. But in all seriousness, I didn't think that I did anything that warranted that. He came down on me, or I might came up into him a bit. He came down 6 1/2 dozen, but then he literally laid back and punched the throttle right out my backside. Dude. Well, that might cost me 5th place in the race, but that's life. And 6th place, he's likely long past. Or Patrick keeps on calling it US F1. It's basically the sim racing paddock Scuderia Ferrari SF15T series. Oh, this is my final lap. Okay. Nordschleife server banned at 24. I'll take a look at that in a little bit. Okay, so I'm in 6th right now. But leader's on final lap. Does that mean I'm on final lap? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't believe that Sim Racing System is calling it the USF1 series. Let's see if we can make it on gas, guys. We're almost out. Let's short shift. We have a good gap. We're out! out. We're out. We are out. Let's just dump the clutch. We're not going to make it, but let's see how far we get. Looks like we might make 1 or 2 more corners. Yeah, but sure you called it, of course. Hold on. Back to pits. Let's do this. And the Oscar for the most blatant punt goes to... Who was it? Oh my God. Okay, I just want to send that message. Except, did he leave the server? No. Yeah, today is not my day, so let's try some Nordschleife. Hello, CRX Sven. Good to see you here. Okay, so let's return. So, which one was it? El Bandidos? What should I join in? I'm sort of feeling the $5.99. So let's do that. The tourist version of Nordschleife. No, it's just the tourist version. So, I believe it's like the bridge to gantry lap time system. Tennis. I'm not driving the Zonda. I'm driving the Ferrari. Sorry. I'm just not a big fan of the Zonda myself. The 599X. So let's see if we can get a decent lap in. A BMW is flashing me right now. Gonna let him pass. Let's get some heat into these tires. Oh, dang it, ran wide. Oh, BMW, that guy was flying by. Wow. That Mercedes just nailed the wall behind me. Whoa, jump in. And in the wall again. Car's totaled. Yeah, tourist configuration with race cars is weird. That's why I chose the 599X. It's technically not a race car, but I don't believe it's street legal, so good mix. That BMW's in front of me. Let's try this again. I am confident we can get a good lap. This is one of my favorites for just leisurely drives. It's not really my favorite for racing. That's my 2 cents on the matter. But sometimes when I want to unwind, I'll just drive around the Nordschleife. And I think I can unwind a bit after just 2 hectic races in a row. The Cayman GT4, great car. As I tag the wall again. No suspension damage, we're good. GG Sim Racing, yes, the field of view is wrong. I discussed this in the beginning of the stream. I have it oriented to be more comfortable for the watcher, not myself. So that's why I'm not using VR in the stream. That's why I'm not using triple screens right now. It's just like this to be appealing to the user. That's another reason why I'm not doing the best right now. But yes, GG, I am aware. Because the thing is, if I did tweak the FOV to be best for me, it wouldn't be that great for the viewer because you miss a lot of what you can see. This is one of my favorite sections of the Nordschleife. Just really throw it in there and then, whoa, it down, clip the curb, bring it down to the third. Yeah, because after the race, I thought I was going to go, or after that, I thought I was going to do pretty well in the race because I was turning some decent laps. But boom, the guy that I think qualified 5th or 4th just, like, he lit up his tires and just messed me up. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I saved that. I nailed that curb that almost killed me. Sometimes we make good saves on the track. And the BMW's in the wall. El Bucho, not that I know of. I haven't heard too much about it. I just know it's being worked on. Nordschleife and Chad, not a good combo. Definitely. But that's what makes it fun. I love the sound of the V12, especially in real life. It's not perfect in this, but it's enough to really enjoy it. I am from California, which I think is part of the USA. But yeah, I am USA born, raised, and I enjoy it. Now, if you're going to give me flack for the kilometers per hour, it's partly because this is my first time booting up Assetto Corsa on my new PC build. Yeah, I like the Ryzen in this. It works well for streaming, especially. I'm going to water cool it too, see if I can get a better overclock. I've been able to get about 3.875 stable with an air cooler. I just got the Corsair Hydro H100i cooler, which I'm going to install along with a 4 terabyte Western Digital Black hard drive. So that should make a great combo to my 256 solid state boot drive. I hate that corner. I always mess it up. Whoa. Here we go. Let's see what lap we get. 6:45.8. Apparently that's good for 6th fastest. Whoa! I missed it! Ow. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to try putting another lap on the board. So 6:45 is our best lap so far. Let's see if we can bump that up. So we're about 17 seconds behind first. I don't think I can do that because that's likely set with an actual race car. This is more of the hypercar or not hypercar, but supercar status. So let's see how we do. Missed that corner. Looks like we have clear track ahead of us. Which indicator? Good lap so far to start off. That BMW is behind me, though. He just, like, is targeting me. Oh, don't hit the wall. Dang it. Or no, that's a Corvette GT3. Whoa. Come on. Oh, the like shift protection thing. I'll turn that off later. The insomnia is real. Little frame rate stutter right there. I think that's just because I'm streaming. And this is one of the most hardware intensive tracks. Yeah, Philip, well, at least on the bright side, I think that means I almost have to race tomorrow. If I want to have any good points. This should be where I pull away from that Corvette. Right, Philip. Actually, I'm not sure if I'll be able to make the race tomorrow. I have some friends coming over. And then I also have to prepare for driving down to SoCal on Thursday. Alright, GG Sim Racing, you have a great one. Yeah, Sim Racing System races are pretty fun. This this F1 race was the first one I could really say was a bad race. Generally, they're pretty darn solid. I have no clue on this, like if this lap is going to be faster or slower, unfortunately. So 641 or 631. Okay. Whoa. Oh, that was scary there. I almost died. Well, I cut 3 seconds off my time, I think. My car's a little damaged though, so let's repair it. One more lap, guys, and I think I'm gonna call it. I'm just starting to get... I need to get dinner. Yeah, dinner, and then I don't know what else. I might work on a video, or like maybe watch something, but bottom line, this is my last lap, guys. Okay, should I punt him? Should I punt him? I'll let you guys take a vote. Should I punt him? I did not get a good run off that corner. Hello, Jackie Minecraft. How are you tonight? It is kind of similar to iRacing. There aren't really actually licensed classes. It's just your rating. Uh-oh, he's behind me. Let's hope he didn't hear me talking about if I should punt him or not. Yeah, I'll try making a quick video and sharing it online. Oh, I missed that same corner. That sucked. That's gonna hurt my lap time big time. Come on. We're doing all right. Clip that curb a little hard. Little bumpy there. Dang it. Wide. That's knocking out my lap. Let's make this corner actually this time. There we go. Whew. That was scary. But yeah, Nordschleife while talking and reading chat. Dangerous! There we go, we caught that. Especially when you hit the curbs. One more corner. $542 with a production card. Sheesh. $639. Okay. We gained about 5 seconds that lap. Okay, so I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys, and yeah, not the best time for me, definitely, but look on the bright side, could have been worse, could have been worse, could have been better, but could have been worse. So, yeah, I'm gonna call it a wrap, but thank you guys for watching. I know I'm going to be a little shy on content this week, but I'm hoping to bring some more in the near future. So keep that in mind, and I am going to be working on some exciting stuff for you, even while I'm in SoCal. So stay tuned, stay subscribed to the channel for some exciting new content. And for the Sim Racing Paddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a great rest of your day.